Well, this is a fairly small castle. Oh, wait a minute. It's actually up there. Everybody, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome in. My name is Chris, and today I've returned to Bishop Castle. It's reopened since the Aspen Acres Fire. I thought I'd come and, see it one more time. Who knows, maybe I'll make it to the top. So why don't you come along and let's see what we can see. Well, let's go around from the moat and actually, let's walk in this way. It may be a gloomy day out, but the castle is still standing. And at least for now, it's safe. As you might be able to hear at times, this place is constantly under construction, and it has been, ever since Jim Bishop started building it. Well, basically stone by stone by hand. And since Jim passed on, his son Daniel has taken over. Unfortunately, he injured himself not too long ago. And then, as he was recovering, that's when the fire broke out. Yeah, hopefully I got some decent footage on the way up. The fire got pretty close to the road as well. I even saw a few spots still burning. Who knows what I'll be able to see from the view up there. I think it's time to go exploring. Let's start off this way real quick. Wonder if I could still get up through that tower up there. Alright, let's go exploring. Whew. Yeah, I hope my knee can hold on. Maybe I should take my sunglasses off too. You can probably see better than I can. Oh, and we made it up to a room. I remember this from last time. Coming across this sign as soon as I come in is just a little bit ironic, but also a reminder. Yeah, the words of Jim Bishop are the words of Jim Bishop. He is not here, so I will simply present them. Yeah, but I'll also present some of the fun little artwork around. Yeah, I don't know who made some of this, but I'm very happy it's all here. Granted, I'm pretty sure I know what made this. Right out this way is where all that construction's happening, and, apparently some missing planks. So I'm not gonna go that way. We'll go back around. But before I do, just one more look at this room. Pretty sure that controls the drawbridge. Let's see, there seems to be another set of stairs going up. Ugh. And no real handrails, except for, these little thingies. And they're not very sturdy. And not to mention the fact that it's, occasionally difficult to climb up and down. Yeah, I might have to put my camera away every now and then and, make sure I don't damage it. But for now, here's a little view of some of the construction areas. And some of the sound. Yeah, you never know where you're going to find artwork. This is on a chair. And from up here, you get another pretty good view of the castle itself. Yeah, all this has been just a little tower right in front of the castle. We'll get to the castle. Yeah, but if all of this is up front, it should come first. Now that said, we'll see if I'm brave enough to get up there.
Gotta get to the very top.
Or worse yet, up there. Yeah, the bigger problem is not so much a fear of heights, it's more vertigo. I start getting actually quite dizzy as I go up. So let's see how well I do this time. I didn't quite make it up the last time. And it's very hard not to get dizzy in a place like this. Yeah, but it's also quite fun to wander around. Quite worth the drive. Which, by the way, it took me about 2.5 hours. But now that we're down from the small tower, let's go ahead and head on into the rest of the place. Yeah, those of you who have been watching for a bit know that I've been having some knee issues, so yeah, this could be a little bit difficult. Wish me luck. And before we go any further, here are some QR codes in case you want to help donate. Yeah, this place really does survive on contributions. And it is all about the donations to help keep this place afloat. Oh, and don't forget to sign the guest book. And before we go any further, no graffiti. Oh, right in this spot is where Jim actually started building. Yeah, Jim Bishop bought this bit of land as a teenager, started building it as a homestead until the neighbors said it looked like a castle. Then tourists started coming looking for the castle. And then he started building a castle. Well, that's basically the Cliff Notes version of it. But over the years, it's been in, constant construction. Mostly built by Jim. And as I said, now Daniel is taking over. Let's keep on exploring. There's a lot more to see. And a lot more stairs to go up. Let's see. I'm so very happy the fire spared all of this. To me, it's all priceless. Even all the little spare things sitting around. Yeah, it really does make me want to document all of these before they're lost to time. Because as you can see, some of them already have been. move on to the next little space. We are really just getting started on our exploring. Alright, before I go up, let's keep exploring along this level. And woo, yeah, these floors are quite fun. But apparently, there is no more of this level. Just kind of goes to the outside. So I guess we are going to go up. And there is quite a bit of up to be had. Oh. Well, now looky here. Now this room is quite awesome. And quite echoey. And there is a little path right outside that, well, has a view of this nice little yard with some animals. We'll go down and visit those animals a little bit later. I think this is the true definition of free-range chickens. They are truly all over the place right now. I could stay up here watching them for hours. Well, I guess that's why there's chairs up here. Yeah, thankfully the vertigo has not been affecting me too much yet. But then again, I'm not that high off the ground yet. Yeah, I still have a long way up. I'm just kind of taking my time and admiring things. Now, I imagine at one point in time they used that to bring things up. Now it's kind of just frozen in place. And I'm not the only one up here trying to keep to the handrails and walls. Yeah, this floor doesn't feel quite sturdy. I'm sure it is, but yeah. You try walking around on this. Okay, that fire did get very close. Oh, wow. And there's another look at part of the construction. And down here is the active construction today. I think I overheard something about a snack shop. I'm pretty sure this is the future site of the gift shop. Until it's built, well, that's the gift shop. Yeah, it's good to see all the building continue. But for today, let's keep going up. Before we go up, a quick look down. Well, down the elevator shaft anyway. Yeah, let's take a quick look back up. Oh, wow, yeah. It still goes up a bit. Yeah, maybe it's not all entirely stable. I should definitely watch my step. Yeah, this place is definitely worth the drive. Let's go ahead and get up one of these staircases. Keep on exploring. I think I'll go this way. Yeah, there is one on each side, but yeah, why not? This is the side I came up on. And so far, we've come to a lookout. And even more very dizzying stairs, where I do occasionally worry if it'll be there when I step on it. But I will tell you, that vertigo is real. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. Whew. This is a hard climb. But we've made it up to another level. Let's see what's up here. I mean, aside from broken floors. Yeah, these heights keep getting a little bit more dizzying. And there's still a lot more to go. Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where my legs are getting a bit shaky. We'll see how much further I could go. Probably not going to make it to the top. Because, oh wow, there's a lot more to go. And it's just all more of this same flooring. Which I guess is still better than this flooring. Yeah, but even the places where I can hold on to aren't all that stable. So I don't think I'm going up too much further. Yeah, I think this view is quite good enough. Yeah, my apologies if you expected me to get all the way up there. It's just not going to happen. In fact, I've reached the point where I'm kind of just inching around. So maybe it's time to start heading back down the mountain soon. I'm definitely not going to be slaying that dragon today. Besides, it is kind of starting to rain. Yeah, so what do you say we start climbing our way back down? There's still a little bit more to explore. And I still want to go see those chickens real quick. It is honestly quite a relief to be back down on this level. So what do you say we go up the other side real quick? Okay, I won't go up too high. Just a little bit. Because why not? Yeah, it's easy to say don't look down while you climb, but yeah, it's more difficult to do it. Especially with holes like that. But at least somebody's marked it off. Yeah, but I think this is about as high as I'm going. Yeah, I'm definitely ringing that bell. Now let's go back down. And once again, watch your step. Ah, it feels so good to be back down on solid ground. Hey, call me chicken all you want, but yeah, having vertigo isn't quite fun. By the way, you can get some fresh eggs while you're up here if you want. They are definitely available. I think it's almost time to start heading back down the mountain. I'm getting quite hungry. And it's still a bit of a drive till I get to anywhere to eat. Yeah, it's definitely going to be good when they get that snack bar open. Okay, these chickens have no fear. But I'm about 2.5 hours from home. Let's see where I can find to get some food. Even if I have to go all the way back home to get some. But before I go, gotta make my own little donation. And don't forget those QR codes. Yeah, but between here and there, here's a little bit of the footage from the drive up here of some of the fire. where did you think I was going to go for food? Yeah, today's Monday. They have the wing special. 75 cents per wing, minimum of 6 per flavor. Of course, I had to get some. I went with both the hot honey wings as well as my favorite, the berry barbecue. Yeah, unfortunately, I did get here about a minute or so late for happy hour, but made it just in time for the wing special. Good rule of thumb, if you're coming on a Monday, get here about 4:30 and, well, you can have both. And there was just a small little bit of traffic on the way here, but it was still worth it. You know, it's so quiet out here without all the construction going on. Yeah, I got here, after they wrapped up for the day. But this is how the project currently sits over by the Reynolds Landing. And as I've shown before, the river itself is not just low here. It's pretty low up by the dam. And no, I'm not going to take advantage of this little crack in the fence. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Disney rules apply. If they didn't mean for me to go in there, I'm not going. But I can walk around this little lagoon again and start wrapping this video up. I want to thank everybody for watching. I do have at least one more video actually to film this week. My daughter and I have tickets for Bright Nights out at 4 Mile Park. I'm not sure exactly which video will come out first, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a busy time. So please make sure you click that bell notification just in case I end up doubling up videos in a week. And also make sure you like, subscribe, all that other fun YouTube stuff. Honestly, it does help. And I'm actually quite surprised that my knee held up today. The anti-inflammatory they put me on has actually been doing the trick. I do still have to get in touch with that surgeon and, well, we'll see where the time goes from there. Yeah, but as for now, this has been a very fun video to film. Yeah, even if I didn't make it halfway as far as I did the last time. Oh, by the way, I'll put the link to the last video I did up there in the description. Yeah, all that dizziness climbing up there does get the better of me. One of these days, maybe I'll make it all the way up. But also, today was a reminder, always cherish places while they're around. You never know what could happen. We almost lost Bishop Castle. As you saw, some of those flames were fairly close to the property itself. Some reports said about 200 yards. News reports were actually saying that it was lost. As you could see, it wasn't. But always make sure to cherish these places. Document them. Take pictures. Take video. You never know. You never know when these places are no longer going to be around. And always take the time out to look at the little things. Especially in the places you take for granted. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Good night, everyone.